Good morning, Missouri. It's the week of April 14, 2025. Happy Passover. But one thing we won't be passing over this morning are the bills being considered by Missouri's legislature. More freedom or more plagues? You decide. First, the bills that have passed one chamber already. The House is hearing bills that have passed the Senate to stop plant nurseries from selling invasive species and pass a large healthcare bill that includes topics such as Medicaid coverage for hearing aids, requiring health benefits plans to cover hormonal contraceptives, expanding telemedicine, and allowing the Farm Bureau to offer healthcare benefit contracts that are not regulated as insurance. The Senate is hearing bills that have passed the House to pass the Second Amendment Preservation Act again. It's a second version of the previously judged unconstitutional bill. This one drafted better in a legal sense, but includes a controversial provision that allows Missouri residents and those conducting business here to sue police departments that hire federal agents for $50,000 a pop. Pass a large professional licensing bill that includes embalmers, social workers, license reciprocity for spouses of law enforcement officers, and temporary licensing. Exempt records from the Sunshine Law that include identifying information on minors, utility and campsite usage, and boundaries and ownership of property involving species conservation. Make changes to some public retirement provisions, pass the Born Alive Abortion Survivors Protection Act, and pass a large bill related to Missouri courts and legal actions, including allowing electronic wills, providing mental health treatment courts, changing provisions related to child custody, and strengthening Missouri's anti-SLAPP statute, SLAPP standing for Strategic Litigation Against Public Participation. Now for the bills earlier in the process. The House is hearing bills to permit prosecution of crimes against unborn people and redefine person to include fetuses in the criminal code, and allow election authorities to notify voters if they completed their absentee ballot envelope incorrectly so they can fix it before Election Day. The Senate is hearing bills to implement wrong-way vehicle detection systems and warnings for drivers in the area, ban diversity, equity, and inclusion statements from applicants to state colleges, provide liability protections for charitable organizations reporting sexual abuse, create drug-free homeless service zones, create an entertainment district in St. Louis, restrict the use of earnings taxes, propose a constitutional amendment to require the Attorney General, Treasurer, and Secretary of State to have the same qualifications for the office of governor, although I suppose one would hope that the Attorney General would also have to be an attorney, and end daylight savings time. You can read all of these bills and more and provide your input to your elected officials at house.mo.gov and senate.mo.gov by clicking on the hearings sections. Which bills are you following this week? Let us know in the comments.